Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. I am not feeling very good and I just got out of the shower, so I want to do a quick pick-me-up look to get ready. Today is Monday, MLK Day, and I stayed home, didn't go to work today, so because I'm not feeling good and I want to just look a little bit better than what I'm feeling today, I'm going to do a quick lookbook using the Mega Pro palette by Lorac. The reason why I'm going to use that palette is because I want anyone that wants to get different looks out of their Mega Pro palette so that they can have a different perspective, a different view, a different look on how to use it. So if you would like to see that, keep on watching. So first off, I'm going to start with moisturizing my face with this Olay All Day Moisturizer, and it has SPF of 15. So I already had moisturizer on my hands and I just kind of dot it all over my face. I know it looks a little silly, but I just worked that into my face. And the next thing that I do, because I am going to start with my eyes first and then with my foundation, is I am going to prime my eyes with this Urban Decay Primer Potion, which I am not quite out of, but I know that it's gonna get there soon. And I work it into both of my fingers, and then I just apply it into both eyes. And because this is a creaseless formula, I also put it in under my under eye area so that when I put foundation on and when I put out any other eyeshadows on, it'll blend in seamlessly and without creasing. So the next thing is obviously using the Lorac Pro Mega Palette. I am going to go in with the shade Cashmere here. And I'm just going to pick it up with my fingers and kind of dot it in the middle of my eyelid. I'm going to go back into the other one. And it doesn't need to be perfect because you guys are obviously going to blend this out later. Then I'm going to go in with this Sigma E25 blending brush. And I'm going to go in with Camel all over the crease. And then I'm going to go back into Camel and into the other eye again, all into that crease. Next thing, I'm going to go into that cream color with a different blending brush, a clean blending brush. Just clean it off. I have this Color Switch Duo. You swirl your brush around and it cleans it for you. So even though it does look kind of dirty, no color comes off of it because because whatever color was on there has now been, it came off. And I'm going to go in again with that cream color. And then I'm going to go above the crease just to blend that out even more, that camel color. Just so that it doesn't look harsh at all. Next thing, I'm going to take this little e.l.f. blending brush and I'm going to go in with Opal, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to go into the inner corner of my eye. Next thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this Sedona Lace 904 brush and I'm going to go into Camel and bring that into the lower, not waterline, but the lower lash line. Just halfway in. Next, I'm going to go back into this cashmere color. And there you go. If you want to make it look a little extra oomph, like a little more out there, you can go into one of the darker shades. I really like mulberry to give it an extra kind of pop of color, but I'm gonna keep it simple today, so I'm not gonna do that. The next thing that I'm going to do is I am gonna put some foundation on my face. I will be using my beauty blender. I will be using my Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup in the shade Nude 40, and I will be priming my face to do that. I will be right back with the rest of my face or foundation on and show you what's next. I'm not going to go through with this because this is obviously very self-explanatory. So now that my foundation is done, and I went ahead and put all my foundation, and I went for a medium coverage, not super full coverage, but definitely medium. I'm going to go in with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW20. I will be doing that in my under eye and just kind of highlight. It's not a super light color, but it's not my exact shade color, and I use this for highlighting and brightening, more of a brightening effect rather than highlighting. And I will be blending that out with the Beauty Blender just to get a seamless blend, a seamless look. I'm going to put some on the bridge of my nose as well. A little bit on my forehead. And whatever's left over on my hand on my chin. Which is not much. Next thing, I will be setting the foundation and the concealer. I do 2 steps to my setting. I use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and you can either use a stippling brush or like some sort of kabuki. I will be using Sedona Lace's 813 stippling brush, and I mainly stick to my T-zone when it comes to this matte powder. And I alternate between stippling as well as blending in. The next thing that I do in my setting process is I take this fluffy blending brush almost. It's Sedona Lace 217. And I go in with Makeup Forever setting powder in a micro finish powder. And this micro finish powder I really like for my under eye area. I feel that it does a perfect job at helping my eyeshadow, not eyeshadow, but my concealer stay on without creasing throughout the day. Next, I go in with a blush that I actually love from this Rainforest After Dark Tarte palette. It looks like this. I'm not sure if the actual palette is limited edition. It might be, but the color of the blush is Unleashed. So maybe you can't get the palette itself, but you might be able to get the blush powder, and I just love this blush. Love it. It's like the perfect natural pink. I love it. The next thing is I'm going to contour, and I will be using this Too Faced. It is a duo bronzer and highlighting powder that I've had forever, but this is Chocolate Soleil, and this is the Candlelight highlighting powder. I am going to go in with Chocolate Soleil with my NARS Ita brush. Next thing, I'm going to go and highlight the tops of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my cupid's bow with this Kiko. It's a water shadow, water or something, but it's the shade 208, and it's a good dupe for the MAC Whisper of Guilt. And the brush that I'm using is from e.l.f. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to shade in my eyebrows, and I'm not going to fill them in with a brow wiz from Anastasia, which I usually do. I'm going to use my Sephora eyebrow shadow brush, and I'm going to be using again the Lorac Mega Pro palette since we are working with this palette, so get a multi-use out of it. I will be going in with, where'd it go? Brown. I was looking for that shade. I'm gonna be going in with brown as well as with a bit of espresso. And I do take that brown color throughout the entire eyebrow. I just go in with espresso at the end to darken up the tail end of my eyebrow, because my eyebrow does tend to be very sparse at the end. And now I'm going in with that espresso shade. Lightly, you don't need to overdo it. And there you go, your brows are on. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my lashes and put mascara on. The mascara that I use is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I absolutely love this mascara. I think that it has quickly become my holy grail. I use the Revlon eyelash curler, so nothing fancy. And it's okay if you accidentally get mascara on your eyelid. I just let it dry out and then brush it out later on. Brush it off later on with like a spoolie. And when I go in with my bottom lashes and this mascara, I go in very, very lightly. I barely touch them because I don't want my lower lashes to look all crazy, so I just lightly touch them. And while that mascara is drying that's on my eyelid, I'm going to go in with a quick pop of color for the lips. And the color that I'm going to finish up this look today for my lips is going to be this Revlon shade in Pink Pout. I've heard that this is actually a dupe for the MAC Snob. And then I'm going to top that off with this Victoria's Secret gloss in the shade Innocent. I think it used to be called Angel, and I've heard that this is a great dupe for the NARS Turkish Delight. And that's it. So this is, again, a quick pick-me-up kind of look. I haven't been feeling good today. I'm down with a cold, and I wanted to do a lookbook using the Lorac Pro Mega Palette. I hope you guys like this, and for anyone that did and was able to get their hands on this palette, enjoy it, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. I'm sorry for anyone that didn't get this. We should spam their Lorac's Instagram and their Twitter and every kind of social networking site and ask them and beg them to please make this part of their permanent collection. If you agree with me, thumbs up. If you have any questions or you guys would like to see more tutorials using this palette or any palette of your choice, let me know in the comments down below. I was so happy to do this tutorial because it is the first one on my channel, so I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I love you guys and thank you for all your love and your support. Each and every single view makes my heart fill with so much joy, so thank you for that. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.